You're witnessing my journey from broken clueless to richer and wiser. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlotte, this is Big Girl Budgets. My channel is all about cash stuffing, cash budgeting and getting on a debt-free journey and generally getting my big girl pants on and getting on with it. As I mentioned in my last video, I have finished my budget planner that I've been working on since October last year. I did take breaks and it is now available. However, I don't have ink, so I can't print it off to show you, sadly. But that got me thinking, I quite like doing my budgeting digitally, but I am still a paper and pen kind of girl. I'll always like books over e-readers, although I do have an e-reader. It does come in handy. And I do prefer keeping written notes. However, I do see the benefit of using my devices. It keeps, I can have all my things in one place. It's more environmentally friendly in some ways, especially if you buy secondhand, because I don't have to keep printing out, don't have to keep buying ink. So with that in mind, I wanted to show you my budget planner in its digital form and how I plan to use it using a really good app called GoodNotes. There may be other apps out there. I'm not in any way sort of sponsored or anything. I'm way too tiny for that. But I do particularly like GoodNotes. I like using the stylus that I have with my iPad. I feel like I'm writing, and because I'm always making mistakes, so any of you OG followers will know that I was always rubbing things out, using Tipp-Ex, crossing things out. It just looks so much neater when I do it digitally because I still get to write it down, but then I can just undo or press eraser and just like rub it out, which is super cool. So without much further ado, let's get into that. So I've just brought the iPad in now. What you'll need to do is go onto the App Store and download GoodNotes if you haven't already. And then you will go to Etsy and purchase my budget planner. When you purchase it, it will give you an opportunity to download, and you can download it and put it onto the files of your, obviously this is Apple, so I can only speak for Apple, but there will be an equivalent files for whatever device that you use, and save it as a PDF document onto files. So once you have downloaded the file and saved it in your files, you'll go to files, you'll click on it, and then you'll press the up arrow there, and it will take you to opening GoodNotes if you've got GoodNotes already. So this is GoodNotes. We'll get to rename it if we want to. So I'm going to call it Budget August because this is going to be August budget. Import as new document. Okay, so here we go. I just close that one. There. So this is the budget planner. Oh, it's exciting. And because we've got the stylus here, we can actually write on it like it was a pen and a piece of paper. So it is Q3. And as of filming, it is the 14th of July, 24. Just a thank you there, and I can just write Q3 there again if I want to. I can put my name in. There we go. Right, so smooth. And right, okay, so we're going to fill out the expenses. Okay, right, so as you can see, I've more than filled that up, which to me is a little bit of a sign that I need to start cutting down on a few things. Got quite a lot, I think, that are in like the entertainment kind of category, which I don't think I can really justify. So I'm gonna have to look through that, but that's why this is helpful. It's really helpful just to jot down all the expenses. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm adding up what's going on every month here, because I'm not. I've gone from monthly to an annual payment to a weekly payment to another monthly to another weekly. So this just for some ideas really of what I've got coming out. Then we've got debt. So I've got Pay Plan, which is my debt management plan company, and I've got Money Barn, which is the van, how I'm paying for the van, and then I've got Mum. So Mum, I owe 300. Money Barn, I owe 5,073 and 75 pence. And Pay Plan, I owe 7,318 pence. The minimum payment for this one is 101, so it's going to take a million years. This one is 203, and this one is 50, and that's that. So that's my debt at the moment. So again, it's just giving me some idea of what I've got coming out, what I've got still to pay, things like that. Right, let's do the calendar for August. So it's 2024, and we're looking at August. And I've left this blank at the top, so you can decide whether you're going to start a Monday week or Sunday week. I like a Monday week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, all right then, so we're going to pop the numbers in. I might do actually, is just have sideways aspect and zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Right, I believe that August has 31 days. I hope so anyway. Okay, so we've got a space down here for long-term goals. So I want to be debt-free. And I also want to have fully funded emergency fund and have Christmas sorted like easily. Work goals, I haven't got any at the moment. I've got a to-do list here which I can fill in and tick off, which is great, and just a space for notes. And then I can look at goals for this month. So goals for this month, how I'll achieve it, and how does this align with my long-term goals, and how will I know that I've achieved this. So this is not looking at how I'll have achieved my long-term goals. This is more how I will achieve the goal for this month. So say the goal for this month is to put £50 into my emergency fund, then how I'll know that I have achieved this is that I'll have £50 in my emergency fund, and I won't have pinched from other sort of places. So, but I'm not going to fill that in now, but that's just, it's just a standard goal setting sheet really. And then we get into the monthly budget. So this is for August, which actually runs from the 26th of July to the 25th of August. So you can actually set your calendar to suit that. You could actually have this start on the 26th, just say your budget started on the 26th of July, and have it start and go to the 25th of August. So it's quite handy having it undated like that. Okay, so income then. So my expected income for this time period is on the 26th, I'm expecting universal credit. And I'm expecting 835. Also on the 26th, from work, I'm also expecting 835. Now, across a couple of different dates, one of them is unknown, I'm going to be getting child benefit and child maintenance, and that would be 405 altogether. And then on the 26th again, I am expecting my starting balance, which we can call it rollover as well. Because of the way this month has gone, I'm expecting 0, but other months I'd like to have a starting balance. So my starting balance is looking to be 0. My income earned, so what I've earned from my work, is 835. My other income is going to be 835 plus 405, so that's 1240. Savings used, I'm not actually planning at this point to be using any of my sinking funds, although if I was to go through this a bit more in detail, I might have spotted that there's a few things that we're doing, so I may well add to this and say I'm expecting to use £50 from, and say which envelopes I'm expecting to use them from, because then that will give me my total monthly inflow. That's all the money that I have for the month that I can play with. But as it stands, that is actually going to be, so that's 75, 2075. There we go. Okay, so I can write that in there as well. So 2075. So this number here may well be different, from this number here, because this number is including savings. This one's not. This is just what I've got coming in from outside sources. Okay, so then I've got to pop in my fixed expenses. Now, we've already done a lot of that over here, so that would make it easier. If you were doing this for the first time, you'd be able to just take some of these. You can actually do this. You can do the lasso. I can take my monthly ones. I can draw around them like this. Just about fit in, and then I can click. We can do copy, and then we can paste. It might work. Not quite, nearly though, eh? Nearly. Well, we can sort that out. We can make that look a little bit better, can't we? So my Apple Music, I know that is 17. I've still got it on lasso. My Prime is 8. I round all the time. I always round up. So my life insurance is actually £17 something, but I track it as 18. Right, variable expenses, these are the ones that change from month to month or from week to week, because they are based on weekly payments. So kids, this week I'm allocating £80 and milk 61. Debt, we have got pay plan, money barn and mum. And we've got 50, 203 and 101. And that is all that filled out. I will come back and do the totals in a minute. Right, cash envelopes. We are looking at spending. So these are the envelopes that I have in my wallet, in my purse. Oops, spendings. Oh, I put the extra S on for. Coffee, this is for when I go to the coffee shop. Food, obviously that's for food. Diesel. Treats, that's for our Friday night treats that me and the kids have. Household, so it tends to be more like toiletries that I use this for. Pets. Miscellaneous. Fun. Saving. And challenges. I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've missed one. Home ed. Okay, so over the course of a whole month, I'm expecting to be putting £40 into spending, 40 into coffee, 160 into food, 160 into fuel, 40 into treats, 20 into household, 20 into pets, 40 into miscellaneous. Oh, have I missed one? No, it's all right. I'm going to go back for that one. 80 into fun, 80 into saving, 40 into challenges, and 20 into home ed. So that should add up to 740. Right, sinking funds. So we have college and school. Oh, I'm writing really big now. Christmas. What's going on with my handwriting? And holidays. College and school is getting 20. Christmas is getting 30. And holidays is getting 20. That's maths I can do. That is 70. And then savings and investments, we've got money box, which we are putting £20 a month into. Help to save, £40 a month. And pension, this is a private pension. I'm currently putting £20 a month into. So that's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There, so I'm just going to total everything up and then get back to you. Okay, so I've gone away and added everything up. So I've got 436 for the total of all of my fixed expenses. Variable is 201. The debt is 354. Cash envelope 740. Currently savings and investments 80, sinking funds 70. Just so you know, the saving and challenges, that's in cash, that's going to go in all of these binders here. But that means we have a total remaining of 194, and this is a zero-based budget, so I don't want to have a remainder of 194. So what I was thinking of doing is actually putting that into my buffer. So if I put 194 over here in buffer, 194, so that's 80 plus 194, so 294, 274, hopefully, 274, that would then get rid of that, and these would equal up, meaning my total remaining is 0. Which is what a zero-based budget is. So it's not that I've spent all the money, it's just all been told what to do. So I have £194, or I will have £194 in my buffer, which means that if something does go wrong, I've got something to dip into. I'd really like to have £100 left over on my buffer by the end of the month. And I'd like to, when I come to do, so if I just go there and I'll look at the whole thing, if we go to the end of the month, when we do the monthly check-in, what I could actually do here is say that on sinking funds, I was able to put £100 into my emergency funds. That'd be amazing. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, let's go back to this page here. So going forwards then, I know what I've got for the whole month, but I know that for me and for many other people, dividing money into weeks helps prevent overspending. So I could just make some notes here saying how many weeks there are, and then I can actually start doing a bit of a weekly planner. So for the week ahead, starting on the 26th, I've left these blank so I can look at them in weeks from the start of my budget rather than like from Monday to Sunday, or whatever works. I can actually plan out, I can look at the places that are potentially going to cost me money, look at when I'm going to need to use sinking funds, and then I can then do a weekly budget. So I'm not going to do that today because we're not doing the budget for the 26th of August yet, 26th of July, sorry, into August. But when I do, I have got a whole weekly spread. So I've got weekly planner, weekly budget across 2 pages, a transaction log, categories, so I can categorize my spending, so I can see if I am spending a lot in a certain area. I can look if it's a problem, how can I get it down, and then I can do a weekly check-in and reflection, and then it starts again. And then, as I showed you right at the very end, we've got all the way to the end of the month. We have got more notes, we've got savings challenges as well. Obviously they're pants because, you know, we're getting our big girl pants on. More notes for reflection, more reflection spaces, and then we've got a space to log all of our cash transactions and all of our digital transactions. Then we can do a monthly check-in. We can then see how we've gone with our debts. Are we going down in the right direction? We can see if our sinking funds are going up. We can see if our savings are going up. And then we can look at that visually as well, in a debt graph and a savings graph. And then, because I like to look at things quarterly, we can do a quarterly check-in as well with what I've made over the last 3 months. So this will be obviously in 3 months' time. What my expenses were, variable expenses, debt, cash envelope, sinking funds, savings and investments, and then just a few sort of notes going forwards. We've got this place here where we can actually look at does A plus, you know, does A equal B plus C plus T, blah, 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 take away A, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And then that takes us to some spare forms at the back, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. And like I said before, it's available on Etsy as a digital download, which you can print or you can open on GoodNotes. Or if there's another app that you can use in the same way, then go ahead. But I think it's going to be a bit of a life changer because this is a lot more... sort of, this fits in my handbag. It's an iPad mini. This fits in my handbag. I can take it with me and look at my budget on the go, which is really handy. Anyway, enough of me talking. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye.